Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to make pizza. But before I begin, I'd like to say if you like the episode, please like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, for today, these are the ingredients we need. Half a kilo of chicken, minced, but it doesn't have to be minced. I mean, you can shred it however you like it. 1 packet of mushroom, some flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a tablespoon of yeast, some olives, these are Spanish olives, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of 7 spices, 1 teaspoon of paprika powder, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 large onions diced, 1 green chili chopped, half a teaspoon of oregano, some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, 3 large tomatoes peeled. Now you can peel tomatoes by placing them in hot water and it detaches the skin from the rest of it. And some paprika or capsicum. These are our ingredients for today. Let's begin. So we've preheated a pan on maximum heat. Now we're going to begin by adding the onions. So we stirred it for a bit. Now we're going to add some oil, some olive oil, and some vegetable oil. So we stirred it until it became translucent. Now we're going to add the green chili, 1 green chili chopped. We're going to stir it a bit more. Next, we're going to add the 4 garlic cloves, which were minced. Next, we're going to add the paprika powder. And the 7 spices. Now we're going to add the chicken. She's going to lower the heat to medium. So we stirred for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now we're going to increase the heat again to medium-high and stir it some more. We do this until the water evaporates. If you can see, there's water in the pot. This needs to evaporate. So the water has evaporated. Now we're going to add some salt. And some pepper. Now we're going to add the Italian seasoning. And we're gonna lower the heat all the way to 5, medium. So we stirred for another 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. We lowered the heat to minimum. We checked the taste, the pepper, the salt. We added some more salt. You keep tasting it. Now we're gonna switch it off and we're gonna put it on the side. So for the dough, we're gonna add some water to the yeast. This is lukewarm water, and we have to leave it until the yeast rises. So we're gonna make the pizza dough now. She's using measurement cup. She's gonna put 3 cups of flour into the bowl. So the yeast has risen. Now we're going to add the baking powder to the flour. Next, we're going to add some salt. Not a lot. Okay, so now we're going to add 1/4 cup of milk. I know we forgot to mention this in the ingredients. And then she's going to add some vegetable oil, less than 1/4, about half of the 1/4. Next, she's adding the yeast. Now we're going to mix everything together. Now she's going to add water, just a bit. You just add water bit by bit until the dough is ready. And a little bit more. So this is the viscosity we're looking for. Okay, now we're just going to massage it a bit by hand. You don't need to add more water. If you feel like the dough is a bit too wet, add a little bit more flour, that sort of thing. Okay, now we're going to cover this with a plastic wrap and we're going to leave it to rest for about an hour. In the meantime, we have preheated a small pan on maximum. We're going to start off by adding the onions. This is one onion. We forgot to mention it at the beginning. Diced. Now she's going to add some vegetable oil. So we stirred the onions for about 2 minutes. Now we're going to add the tomato paste. And the black pepper. So you put half of it. Now she's going to add the tomatoes. This is for the topping. Now she's lowering the heat all the way to 3. She's going to add some water. This is about 1 cup of water. We're going to cover the pot with the lid and leave it until it boils. Okay, so this has come to a boil. We're going to add some salt now. And the oregano. It's done. Now we're going to cover the lid. and leave it for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes have passed and we're gonna switch it off now and leave it on the side. In an oven tray, add some vegetable oil. And using a brush, just brush it out. Then sprinkle some flour, white flour, into the tray. So the dough has puffed up and it's ready now. So we're gonna start off by sprinkling some white flour onto this thing they use for baking. Next, she's gonna take the dough out. So she's taking the dough out of the bowl and she's rolling it up into a log thingy. She's just working the dough. Okay, so now we're gonna cut the dough into 3 pieces. And then we're gonna take one piece and roll it out. Just gonna add some flour. Just gonna roll it out with a roller. So we continued rolling it out until it took this shape. Now we're gonna put it into the oven tray, like that. Okay, so now we're gonna add the sauce we made. We're gonna put it on top of the pizza dough. And spread it out with a spoon. Okay, so after you've done that, then we're gonna add some mozzarella cheese. We forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video. You need mozzarella. Next, we're going to add the minced chicken that we cooked earlier to the top. So after we've finished adding the chicken, we're gonna add the mushrooms. Now, you can either just add them like this, raw, or you could saute them in the beginning and then add them. It's up to you how you want it. After we've finished adding the mushroom to the top, now we're going to add the paprika. So now we're going to add a little bit more mozzarella cheese. And finally, we're going to add the olives. This is done and now ready to go into the oven. Okay. So we've preheated the oven to 180 and on the fan thingy. Now we're gonna put the tray into the oven, and this is not gonna take long. It's gonna take about 15 to 20 minutes and it's done. Okay, so about 20 minutes have passed. And, oh. This is ready. It looks so good. Smells so good. Okay, so this is done. This is our lunch for today. The house smells of pizza. I just love the smell. I'm just gonna have a bite because I can't resist this. Look at this. Oh my god. It's so good. Okay guys, thank you for watching the episode. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.